Have you ever heard of the popular saying that walls have ears? What if I told you that this is absolutely true? And more, it's not just walls. All objects and things in the world have ears and are ready to listen and respond to you, but only if you know the right way to do it. So, stay with me in this video because you're going to discover the fantastic journey of communicating with the things in the universe. You'll be amazed to find out that taking this conversation into the realm of visualization significantly enhances your chances of turning your dreams into reality. In fact, objects and things not only have ears, they have consciousness. And because they have consciousness, they hold memories. They also possess energy, feelings, and emotions. It may sound crazy, but this is explained by quantum physics, as all matter is formed by atoms, and these atoms, in turn, are made of energy. The theme is also supported by the Hermetic principle, treated in the book The Kybalion. According to the book, the universe is mental, and everything we see and experience in our physical world originates in the invisible, in the mental domain. This law tells us that there is a universal consciousness from which all things manifest. In other words, all phenomena of life, including matter and spirit, are creations of the mind of God. Thus, we can conclude that we are also part of this creation, in whose mind we live, move, and build our lives. In summary, we are connected to everything all the time, including things and objects, and therefore, we can and should talk to them. Want proof of how this happens? In the book, Zero Limits, writer Joe Vitale recounts an experience with therapist and teacher H.E.W. Len. Dr. H.E.W. Len, as he was called, spread the philosophy of Ho'oponopono, used to purify memories. Joe Vitale tells in the book that before the lectures he gave in the United States, Dr. H.E.W. Len would go to the event venue in advance and talk to the room, asking for permission to give the lecture and energetically cleaning with Ho'oponopono. Dr. H.E.W. Len also talked to the chairs that people would sit on. Once, Joe Vitale said that Dr. H.E.W. Len mentioned that a chair was tired and depressed because a man with many financial problems had sat on it. So, Dr. H.E.W. Len purified the chair to make it feel better. And it even thanked him for it. I'll tell you what all this has to do with visualizations and the manifestation of desires, but first, I want to explain how it's possible to hear what objects say, like Dr. H.E.W. Len heard the chair. First of all, you need to understand this process and, of course, believe in it. If everything and everyone are connected because they all have atoms and vibrate, it's possible that we are connected to objects, so we can hear them. People with more advanced expanded consciousness, like Dr. H.E.W. Len, do this naturally. But less advanced people can also develop this ability. Start by casually talking to objects and things. For example, you can ask your car how it's doing, if it needs anything. You can say that you've been negligent in not taking it for scheduled maintenance, but you'll take better care of it from now on. In addition to asking questions, give compliments and thank your car for serving you and your family. Have this kind of conversation with your car, house, clothes, refrigerator, shoes, sofa, television, computer, jobs, trees, places you travel to. Basically, talk to absolutely everything around you. Don't expect to hear anything at first, but some signs may begin to appear. Neuroscience studies have observed cases of people having fewer problems with household appliances and electronic devices after they started talking to them. A specific example was a business consultant in California, USA, who saw his laptop simply shut down out of nowhere during an important and urgent task. Calmly, the consultant talked to the equipment, apologized for using it extensively, and asked if it could start working again so that the work could be completed. Like magic, the laptop started working again, and the task was completed. Some may say it was a coincidence, but try it yourself. The important thing is to be open to understanding the signs, like the one given to the business consultant. Obviously, it won't always work so clearly, but with practice, you'll identify unusual events related to things and objects in your daily life. After starting to observe the signs, move on to the next phase, which is hearing what things and objects say. Obviously, they won't literally speak to you to the point of hearing it loud and clear. The conversation will be in the mental plane. When asking your car if it's okay, you may have the intuition or a whisper in your ear that it wants you to take it for a wash. You can enhance this exercise by touching the objects and focusing when asking the question. Say that you're open to hearing the answers and that everything will be okay. Now that you understand how it's possible to talk to things and objects in the physical plane, it's time to discover why this practice can make visualizations turn into reality more quickly. Those who study the power of visualizations already know that the more emotion and feelings are applied when visualizing, the more realism we give to the visualization, and the more chances we have to turn desires into reality. Well, by adding conversations with things and objects during visualization, we exponentially increase the connection to the visualized scene. I'll give you an example to make it clear. Let's say you want to manifest your dream car. The most recommended visualization practice is to imagine yourself going to the store to buy the car, looking at it in detail from the outside, then getting in, adjusting the driving position, seeing all the controls on the dashboard, and smelling the new car scent. Then, you see yourself leaving the store, driving through the streets of your city, enjoying music of your choice, feeling very happy and fulfilled to see that you're in your dream car. If you apply a conversation to this scene, the visualization becomes stronger. You can, for example, imagine that you're talking to the car, telling it your name, explaining that from now on, it will serve you and your family, and that you're very happy about it. You can ask it what name it wants to be called, promise to take care of it for a long and trouble-free life, introduce the streets and the city itself, and say that soon you'll take a trip with it to a stunning place. And go beyond, visualize it responding and also asking you something about your life. Do you see that visualizing all this increases the reality of the scene? You can replicate this to all the objects and things you visualize, whether it's a trip, money, a new job, relationships, health. Absolutely everything you visualize can become more true if you include a conversation. Try it, and you'll see that you'll always end the visualization even more confidently, as if the whole scene had just happened in real life. And always include the act of gratitude, both in real conversations with objects and things and in conversations you have in the visualization mode. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I invite you to comment if you've had any experiences with visualizations or if you're going to start now. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, take the opportunity to do so now. Please also like and share the video with your friends. Also, activate the bell icon to be notified whenever there's a new video to help you improve your life. Thank you very much. I wish your life always gets better.